Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday afternoon, March 14th. Looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and NQ. Tell you what, these bulls refuse to just stay down. They really do. It's amazing. We tested the balance high basically 3 days in a row, right? We didn't get as high today, but once we opened and pushed down and got the overnight low and got value to low and everything, really thought that the inside day down would work. We went back and forth through yesterday's range, 11 out of 13 time frames. Now, I had a good day today. Same with NQ, right? We went back and forth through it a lot. I did the majority of my trading in NQ today. I didn't look for, everything was short. Everything was a short, had a good day, had a couple of losses. But more importantly is, it's so interesting how this bull, rips back up. They tried to go trend again late in the day only to fail and come back and not only get the POC to go 11 wide, they almost took out the afternoon rally high in ES. Really impressive. The danger with all this, though, is people are going to keep seeing this and think it's easy. They're going to see how L ripped down yesterday and then M took it back. How L ripped down today, how M took it back. Right now, it's a lot of chop inside of a balance on the daily. SPY has an inside week. Now, I am calling ES and NQ's weeklies up because I don't back adjust. All right? Righty is down on the daily. They just put about 10, 11 days on longs on the water. They're back to balance on the weekly. So, little issues there with righty. Tomorrow, we have the dividend tonight. So right now, SPY's close is around $514.95. So if the dividend is about $1.65, SPY will be priced at $513.30 tomorrow morning. Okay? Which means if the market tries to push lower early or opens lower, there's a potential to have a gap lower if the market really was to push lower. So there's going to be a disconnect between SPY and ES's profiles tomorrow. And the other thing is, it's a quadruple expiration tomorrow. Okay, it's one of the largest ones because it's the quarterly one. So keep that in mind. Again, good day, A period. As soon as NQ came down below the open and took out the overnight low. Again, I just started looking for ebb and flow shorts. I told you after, what day was it that I had the tough day in A period? That was Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday. I said if the same opportunity happens on Wednesday, I'm taking it. I did. If the same opportunity happens on Thursday, I'm taking it. I did. Got to go with a market-generated information. And I did. So as soon as they got below the opening, got the overnight low, and couldn't get back to the opening, I was just looking for ebb and flow shorts. And you could have done the same exact thing in ES. Okay? Now, I've obviously have found NQ moves a lot quicker, and it's more my style. But these trades all would have worked in ES also. So in A, B, and C, okay, I shorted it. Once C took out B's high, things changed. But I was still looking for shorts at that point because we had the overnight low, because value was overlapping low, and because we couldn't get the opening. Now, there was one big difference. ES got the IB low. Well, it took a while for ES to get the IB low. It wasn't until H. NQ didn't get it until L. So there was a little hesitation as far as the confidence level because they didn't have their IB lows yet. But the MGI was still pointing in favor of the sellers. So, E period, same thing. Took a short against both half back in the 144. Now, H, I shorted it in NQ. I did okay on a couple of trades, but then I took a loss on one. So it was getting a little choppy there in H. I period. When it rallied, I'm like, well, you know what? Right now, F is the afternoon rally high. I'm going to short it against it. It worked. ES, I took a short and NQ in J. I'm like, you know what? This value is lower. ES already has their IB low. Everything is pointing in favor of the sellers. So I shorted ES twice in J period up here and did well on them. Not as well as I could have, as a J, K, and L ripped lower, but I did okay. We read the market well, and the same in NQ. I did the same thing. And then in L period, when they started running down, I'm like, they're going to get the IB finally. I only took a one lot. I was tempted to take so much more. Only took a one lot, and they went and they gunned it, and they got the IB low and got paid on that. So no longs today. The MGI to me was still pretty much favoring the shorts all day, although they were weak going back and forth through this inside day down. As far as destinations, our POC is actually going to be a downside destination. I had written it as an upside. So right now, we held the afternoon rally high. So 515.19, afternoon rally high. Let me get off SPY, by the way, for now. 515.19 is SPY's afternoon rally high, and today's high 517.13. Now look at this. We have 3 daily highs really, really close to each other. At some point, those are going to get taken out. On the downside, we have 514.52, which was 11 wide, and today's low of 511.82. So, I mean, look at these 3 daily. Well, I was mentioning SPY, but ES2, obvious also. ES's high today is 41.50. So we have 41.50, 46, 46.75, and then the all-time overnight high, 53.50. So within 12 handles, there's 4 highs, and then above that is the back-adjusted all-time high. That stuff's not going to hold. It's just not. Question is, when will we get it? On the downside, well, first I gave you the high. Don't forget we have the afternoon rally high of 22. Then on the downside, we have 15 is our 11 wide POC, and 88 is today's low. Now, I know I wasn't here last week to recap these charts, so tomorrow I'll be recapping all 3 of these indices charts. But the monthly so far, very healthy. 5 months chugging along, one time framing up in ES and SPY. 10 weeks for SPY, one time framing up. It's an inside week, but that does not negate the one time framing. Now, because I didn't back adjust, and ES took out last week's high. So, again, I'm calling them up out of a 2-week balance. We are up in SPY as it is. And then the daily is balance. It's a 6-day balance now. Okay? Now, we had good volume today. In fact, we're at 98 million. So a good chance it's going to be our 6th heaviest volume of the year. But a lot of it came late. Look at the volume in M period. 21 million. So we just missed getting into our top 10 biggest range of the year. And we're certainly going to be in our top 10 highest volume of the year. Here's your balance. The longer you stay in it, hopefully the better we come out of it with energy. So if it's to the upside, hopefully we really start ripping. If it's to the downside, same thing. I don't care which way we come out of it. I have no position. Come in unbiased and let the market tell me what it wants to do. But hopefully when we do come out of it, it's not one of those, okay, look above and then come back in and spend more time in balance or vice versa. I'd love to get some energy and get this market moving. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel. Hope you had a good day trading. Enjoy your evening. And we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.